Okay, guys, today we're going to look at elapsed time word problems on a number line. But last week I gave you the start time and the end time for every problem, and you only had to search or solve to find the change of time. But today we're going to solve for either the start time or the end time. Let's look at our first problem. Thomas fell asleep at 10:15 for his nap. He slept for 1 hour 26 minutes. What time did Thomas wake up? So I've made a place for start time, end time, change of time. Let's think about this. Do we have a start time? Well, yeah, starting time is when he fell asleep. That was 10:15. So let me add that to my chart here, my little list of information. End time. Well, does it tell me what time he woke up? No, in fact, it says, what time did Thomas wake up? Well, waking up is the end of the nap. So for this problem, I don't know the ending time. So let me see. I hope the change of time better be in that problem somewhere, because I know that I have to have two of these three parts in order to solve. Thomas fell asleep at 10:15 for his nap. He slept for 1 hour 26 minutes. That's the change. That's how long he was asleep. So 1 hour 26 minutes. All right, so I'm still going to solve this with a number line. Let me draw my number line out. And we're still going to label start time and end time down here. And we know our change of time is going to be found in the hops. So we know we start at 10:15. That's from up here. We know our change of time. So I know that my hops have to equal 1 hour and 26 minutes. And I'm going to be adding to that, adding to 10:15, 1 hour and 26 minutes. So let me start with my first jump and let that be a whole hour, because that's really easy to go ahead and add up. So 10:15 plus 1 hour, it's going to be 11:15. So now I know I've done the 1 hour. I can even check that off so my brain knows I've done it. I need to add 26 more minutes. Well, maybe you know 15 plus 26 right off the top of your head, but you know what? I don't. But I do know 15 plus 20. So I think if I break this 26 up into 20 and 6, just kind of thinking that in my head, I'm going to go ahead and do 15 plus 20. That's going to be 11:35. Okay, so now I've added an hour and 20 minutes. I need to add another 6 minutes. Well, let me just top 5. 35 plus 5, that's easy. That'll be 11:40. So 1 hour, 20, 25. How much more do I need to add? Just 1 more minute. 11:40 plus 1 minute, it's going to be 11:41. So what time did Thomas wake up from his nap? His ending time for his nap was 11:41. So we can see my start time of 10:15 was found in the problem. Here's my change of time. It was 1 hour and 26 minutes. I already knew that. I did not have to come up with 1 hour and 26 minutes. I just broke it up into 1 hour plus 20 plus 5 plus 1 in order to make this math easier in my head. I wanted to make friendly numbers, and 5s and 10s are friendly numbers. So I wanted to work with those as much as I could in my minutes to find my ending time of 11:41. Maybe you know 30 or 15 plus 26 is 41, and you can make a hop of 1 hour, and then you could have made a 26-minute hop. That's your brain, and you are welcome to break these numbers up differently than what I did. Let's look at one more. The next problem says, let me see here. There we go. My family went to Gatlinburg for the weekend. I wish. It took 3 hours, 7 minutes to get to our hotel. We arrived at 2:30 p.m. What time did we leave home? So now I'm picturing this in my head. And when I leave home, then I drive for 3 hours and 7 minutes. So this started with whatever time I left home. So do I know my start time in this problem? I don't. We're looking for the starting time. What time did we leave home? I don't know, but I do know I drove for 3 hours, 7 minutes. Is that my ending time? No, that's not a time. It's an amount of time. Whenever I have an amount of time, I know that's going to be my change of time. 3 hours, 7 minutes. Ending time. Well, what time did we arrive? Our trip ends, or our drive, our travel time ended at 2:30 p.m. when we got to our hotel. So I know I got there at 2:30, and I know I drove for 3 hours and 7 minutes. I need to figure out what time we left home. So let's draw that number line. And we always have our start time first. I just don't know what that is yet. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my question mark so that I know when I find this answer, that's what time I got there. Now I'm done. So let me label my ending time. 2:30. And I know that up here, all this is going to add up to 3 hours, but here's what's going to be tricky. When I make these hops, I'm hopping backwards in time. So let's start at 2:30. And let's go ahead and hop backwards in time. Now, I have a lot of choices here. I could start with 7 minutes, but I'm not going to do that. I could start with hours. I could jump back 1 or 2 or 3 hours. And I'm going to start with 2 hours. And I want you to watch and see if you can think about why I might be starting with 2 hours. 2 hours. Go back 1 hour, that's 1:30. 2:30 minus an hour is 1:30 minus another hour, that's going to be 12:30. Now, I need to go back 1 more hour because I need to go back a total of 3 hours. So let me hop backwards 1 more hour. 12:30. Go back in time for 1 hour. That 12 is going to go down again. That's going to be 11:30. So now I need to jump back 7 minutes. I can do a 30 minus 7 in my head. If I can't, let's just break it up. Let me go back 5. It's going to be 11:25. And then I can go back 2 more minutes. So I can do that. 2 minutes back. 11:25. 25 minus 2 is 23. So we left home at 11:23 a.m. So we started with, or the information we were given was the arrival time or our ending time and our change of time. And so for this one, we had to subtract. We had to go back in time like a time traveler to figure out that Miss Medlin's family left at 11:23 a.m. to get to Gatlinburg. Today for your independent work, you're going to go work in IXL on the time section. If you have already achieved like 85% or higher on those sections that are listed, then you work on your recommendations for 20 minutes. Make sure you set a timer and make sure you come to your math small group with pencil and paper. See you soon.